So I saw this list, and I guess I never knew the name because you hear sequels, you hear trilogies. I didn't know there was a name for 4-part film series.
Yeah, it's like is it
Oh,
is that
tetralogies or?
I've heard it before.
Yeah.
I remember thinking the same thing you did. I was like, oh, I didn't even know there was a name for.
Neither was I. But there's a good amount of movies that are like that.
Yeah.
But
Fast
I saw
and
this
Furious
list.
is actually like, what? There's 9 of them to 11 of them. So I don't even know
almost
what that's
11.
called.
Yeah,
I don't
even
know what
know.
that's called.
That's just a full series.
Yeah.
That's just a full franchise. Same with Star Wars. That's like a full franchise. But this list says the highest grossing movie 4-part film series, and it lists 12 of the highest ones as far as their box office. I'm not going to go through every single name in particular. I'm just going to go through the names of the series. So at number 12, you have Hotel Transylvania. Number 11, you have Alvin and the Chipmunks. 10, you have The Matrix. 9, you have Godzilla. 8, you have Kung Fu Panda. 7, you have Captain America. 6, you have Thor. 5, you have Hunger Games. Did I say 4? No, I said Thor. My bad.
Yeah.
I'm like, why did I say?
Yeah. Just keep going.
4, you have Shrek. 3, you have Toy Story. 2, Despicable Me. Number 1, The Avengers. But Avengers lead with all 4 of their films, $7.7 billion.
Oh yeah, Avengers is 4. I was thinking, wait, it's 4. Yeah, it's 4.
It's 4
I forgot
movies.
about Age of Ultron.
And Hotel Transylvania at number 12. In total, $1.3 billion.
In total for all 4
of those movies. Yeah,
so you're talking about like each one got about like 200 mil.
Something like that.
Each like after each run.
The 4th Hotel Transylvania
Just
only
made
made
less.
18 million.
Oh shit.
So that means the other 3 had to make some bank to equal out all that. But even with Captain at number 7, that's 2.6. Thor,
that's really good.
2.7. Hunger Games, bro. Hunger Games, all 4 of those films, 2.9.
Yeah.
Shrek, 2.9. That's about to be a 5-part film series. Toy Story, it's going to be another 5-part, $3 billion. Despicable Me, 3.5, and then the $4 billion jump, bro, all the way to Avengers.
Well, yeah, nothing can compete with Avengers. That was just a once in a lifetime type deal.
Yeah, and just think about it, like it's only going to go up.
John Wick, is that going to be its 4th movie?
5th.
Didn't they say that's the 5th?
They're making the 5th.
Holy shit!
Ballerina is going to be.
Which one is the one that? Well, yeah, but I don't. Is this Ballerina? Are you including Ballerina?
No, but I'm saying that it's going to be a part of the series,
right? Yeah. Which one is the one that we saw at Film Alley? 3.
3.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, then I've only ever seen just 3. I haven't seen the 4th one.
Yeah. I never saw the 4th one, but I always heard good. Yes, that's right, because Donnie Yen's in the 4th one.
Okay.
And I want to see it, and so is Skarsgård, Bill Skarsgård.
Right. Yes. Okay.
Yes,
yeah.
so
I wanted to watch it. It was just one of those things I just never got time to.
Same.
They're making a 5th one, so that will be in the. I wonder how many 5 series there are.
That's a good question.
That's a very good in my head. I'm not. No.
See, okay, but I can't. Like in my head, I want to count like some of the Star Wars, but it's past 5. I want to think about Fast and Furious, like you mentioned, but it's past Fast and it's past 5. Like I don't know.
I'm trying to think on top of my head if I know any that are 5. No, I can't think of any because you're right. I can think of movies that have a bunch, but they go past 5.
Yeah, and then you can think of like movies that have the title, but they are not a part of the same series. Like you can't say any of the Batmans because they're not.
Right.
You can't say the Spidermans because
it's
they're
not
the
same run. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what. So,
yeah. Like overall, yes, there's 5. There's over 5 Super Spider-Man movies, but yeah. I don't know, dude.
That's crazy,
I was watching Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man the other day. Jaden all of a sudden likes Spider-Man, and so she brings it up, and it was on TV anyway, and so we were watching it, and I know like a lot of people don't like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. It is what it is, whatever. But some of him swinging in that movie is the best. And I was thinking to myself, we haven't really seen Tom Holland swing through the city like that.
No. You see him just on camera, like one frame, just whip.
And a lot of them are just like it has him fighting and stuff like that. Yeah. But you don't see like Spider-Man 2 with Andrew Garfield starts with him falling, right? And then he's swinging through the city or whatever.
That was one of the best shots ever, especially the ripple in his suit. Yeah. Because of his arms curled or, like to the, bro.
And I know people have said it before, and I've seen people on Twitter talk about it, how like, Tom's swinging has nothing on Andrew and Toby, because even Toby's is pretty good. Toby has some good moments too.
Tom swinging?
Tom, he just have a lot of moments where he's swinging. I mean, that's true. Like even him swinging is not really like it doesn't look that like because he hasn't had those moments. Is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that people were saying that Tom Holland swinging in his film. his films are better than Tobey and Andrew.
They can't touch they can't touch them. Okay. And I've seen that before, and I never really put two and two. Like I've never really just thought much into it.
Yeah.
But then I was watching it this past week, and it really hit me, and I was like, yeah, damn, I for real haven't seen Tom do really anything swinging wise.
Even Tobey had some good ones, bro.
Yeah. Well, Tobey, I saw one on Twitter the other day where he goes through the 18-wheeler.
Yes.
That shit looks clean as fuck, dude.
Yep. No, and Tobey has some good ones, especially in the first movie. Like towards the end of the film, whenever he's going through the city, and then he lands on the Empire State on the American flag, and then like all
Andrews
that.
are the best though.
Oh yes, hands down.
Andrews swinging and his movies are the best. But yeah, I know people have said it before, but I just never really put much into it because first one, Tom he's still like figuring it out, and then he's fighting Vulture and this and that. He's not really in the city, and because he goes out. Remember, he goes out to that little compound to find the weapon. Like he's not really in New York. It feels like. And then the second one, they're in where, London. Or they're in Paris.
London.
Well, they're in Paris, and then they fight in London.
Oh, okay.
Remember, they get in the main fight of things ended up being in London. And then the third one, it was just it was all of them, and there was just like they were just fighting there was just that main fight.
You just see them swinging legit what they call the final swing.
In that final fight,
all three of them swinging together.
Yeah. None of them are swinging in the city.
Yeah, none of them are in the city. They're just right there at the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
The new and improved Statue of Liberty.
Right, yeah. So I just wonder why. I'm sure in this fourth movie, especially if it's going to be grounded, I don't know if it is or not, but I would assume Tom gets more swinging.
I hope. That'd be nice.
But I just thought, it's crazy. This is going to be the fourth Spider-Man movie, and he really hasn't swung through the city like that.
No.
And then I was playing Spider-Man a little bit on the portal too, and I was just swinging, and I was like, "Damn, yeah." I'm trying to think of scenes where I've seen Tom swinging in the city. It's not really much.
Doesn't really happen, bro.
Yeah, he doesn't really have them.
It doesn't really happen. Like you'll see him like whip by because like he's like, especially when he's like,
right. You see him use his webs.
Well, no, I was gonna say like he latches onto Vulture. Like okay, but that's not really swinging.
Yeah.
And Infinity War, same thing. He tries to use his webs to hold on to Doctor Strange's cloak and everything like that.
And Spider-Man 3 also, when he's fighting Doctor Strange, he is swinging through like when.
That's true.
But like it's still not really even like.
None of it touches Andrew. Yes. None of it touches.
No,
Andrew.
I agree. I agree. That shit is
people need to have respect on Andrew's name,
dude.
Bro.
I mean, I was watching the Spider-Man 2, and I know we've talked about it before, and I know people don't really like that movie, but I've always really enjoyed it.
Same.
I've always really enjoyed it. I've never looked at that movie and been like, God, this shit sucks. Like I never have.
That's one of those. I still say, bro. I feel like I can open up a comic.
Like I even like Jamie Foxx as Electro.
Oh, okay.
Like I like I didn't.
It's different.
I didn't mind it. Like
I didn't mind it either. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe because we're not like comic purists.
Well, and I say maybe it's because we grew up with it, but there also are people that just don't like that movie. Like even fucking what's his face, hat guy, Alex. On Escape Pod. Yeah, he talks shit about that movie all the time. Where Andrew likes it, Andrew loves it.
Yeah,
but I just think overall Spider-Man is it's really good.
Alex always tells Andrew that
I know we got off topic.
There's good moments. He has good moments, but he's not a good it's not a good movie or something like that, right?
Yeah, I just really don't see how. Like it's not like compared to other comics.
I've said it before, bro. Even all the way down to, and it's a very unpopular opinion. I even like Dane DeHaan as Harry, just as Harry, not as Goblin.
Yeah, he's all right.
Harry, I really liked him as Harry, but not as Goblin.
He's all right. I mean, but like if you compare it to other comic book movies, it's not that bad.
No,
there's some ones that have been really bad. This past Thor one, Spider-Man 2 is better than that one.
Yeah,
the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah,
it's better than that.
I agree.
It's better than. I think it's better than the Marvels.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's better than Ant-Man 1.
Yeah,
I wasn't a huge fan. I know a lot of people love Ant-Man 1, but I thought it was all right. I never saw Ant-Man 2 yet. That's where I stopped on my journey because I have Captain Marvel up there.
So it's those two movies, right?
Yeah. And then what else is it? It's better than the first Thors. It's better than Thor 1 and Thor 2.
What about Ragnarok?
I think Ragnarok is better just because the moments are just more epic. Like you just really can't. It's better than
because you love Hulk in it, huh?
It's better than Captain America 1. It's better than Captain America 1 for me. It's better than. I'm trying to just think of all like the just standalone movies because it's obviously not going to be better than like Avengers or Civil War or anything.
You say you're trying to piss people off, huh?
Why? That would piss people off?
Saying Captain America.
Captain America 1, it's better than. You like Captain America 1 more than?
It's good. Oh, not more. But that's also just because I mean, when I saw Captain America 1,
Captain America 1 theaters compared to 2 and Civil Wars, and I don't even feel like it's not even. Yeah. But I think it's better than Captain America 1.
That's good.
Who else got standalone movies? Is it better than Black Widow?
and I like
the
Black
Amazing
Widow.
Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, and I like Black
I
Widow.
think it's better than Black Widow. Is it better than?
Is it better than Shang-Chi?
Oh no.
Okay, it's just making
No,
sure.
Shang-Chi is really up.
Shang-Chi was
Shang-Chi
crazy,
was a great
bro.
movie.
I still think to myself every once in a while, and I told Marco this. I was like, bro, like, there's moments in Marvel where I go, oh yeah, this makes sense. Thor, Odin, all of them. The Greek mythology. North mythology, like all this. All this shit. I saw a dragon in Shang-Chi, and I go, all right, bro. Like, this is crazy.
I
loved it, but I was like, oh, come
great.
on.
Yeah,
We're seeing a dragon on screen.
I thought it was great. And what I like about it too is it's like, what's his face?
Simu Liu.
Yeah, he plays a part like where he's just a fucking guy.
Yeah.
But just like has combat skills, and then he ends up fighting a dragon. Yeah, I mean, I think it's better than a lot of movies in the MCU. So I don't know why people hate it on it so much. Sorry, I know we got off topic, but it's just great. I just love that movie.
It's a great movie, bro.
Yeah. Well, what are we at? Lame
75.
Guys, episode 75. I'm Mario.
I'm Vincent.
We had a lot of news this week,
bro,
dude.
yeah. See, and this is what I was saying last week. I don't know if we said it on camera or off.
Well, you brought up Comic-Con or whatever.
CinemaCon. I think you were asking, like, is there really anything going to happen? And I was like, yeah.
I thought it was all right.
There
wasn't too much crazy news, I felt.
Oh, I'll say this up. It is a lighter CinemaCon than we typically have.
I feel
in
like
the past,
all right.
I've kept up with CinemaCon for a couple years now, and this is a lighter one. But some good stuff came out of it, though, out of in total. One thing that came out before we get into full CinemaCon news, one of the studio's executive, Paramount, one of their executives came out and said, this is just a quote, or it's just something that someone posted saying, Paramount's advised movie theaters, for one, limit trailers, have no ads, matinee pricing until 6 p.m., and discounted tickets on multiple weekdays. It sounds like a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
Especially the trailers, bro. I'm telling you, me and you talk about all the time. Like, me and you have it down to a T, as far as we have 30 minutes for a trailer. Movie starts at this time. Okay, cool. Well, actually, it's not going to start until like 25 or 30 minutes later because we have all these trailers. But there are times where I'm not going to lie to you. It's for a split second when all the trailers are done. I go, what am I watching again? Like, it really hits me sometimes. Like,
no,
what am I? Oh, yeah, that's right.
I don't have that happen to me. But for someone who's a casual moviegoer, like we go pretty often.
Yeah.
I do get annoyed seeing the same ass fucking trailer every time. Sometimes I do get annoyed because like you could see a showtime. It's like, that's perfect. But then, you have to factor in that you're not leaving actually. The movie doesn't actually start till, let's say the showtime's for 7. It doesn't actually start till about 7:30.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
And then if it's a 2-hour movie.
Yeah. And then, so like, I do think if you could find a way to get it to where it just shows like maybe the most recent trailers, and it doesn't have to show the same trailer every single time.
Yeah.
I think that could help. I don't think that would change it. I don't
limiting trailers.
I still think people would still find something to complain about. And I've always told people, because we worked at the movies, and maybe it's different now. I don't know. But when we worked there, remember, we were always told ticket prices. The movie theaters don't make their money off ticket prices.
No,
that's all. That's all like the studio. That's all like them. They all decide that. They make their money off concessions. Now, yes, concessions could be cheaper, I guess, too. But if you're only making your money concessions, I mean, it makes sense. Like,
Oh, bro, we brought it up the last time we went to go see a movie with Black Bag. You were looking at the prices for hot dogs.
Yeah.
Even though, we don't eat the hot dogs at Cinemark or anything like that. But when it came to Starplex, when we used to work there, we sold them for $1.
Right.
But that was also just a Starplex thing, too.
Yes.
Because AMC was still
everywhere else.
AMC
nobody else
was still
sold.
like $4, $5. But
that was their main thing.
Yeah,
People
but
went to
now,
Starbucks.
what does Cinemark have it like $7 for one hot dog, bro?
Yeah.
One glizzy.
Yes. So it is very expensive. I'm not saying it's not, but I'm also saying that's how they make their money. They don't make their money off pretty much ticket prices, really. So if studios could come down and say, hey, we'll allow you guys to do multiple discount days, that maybe help. But even then, we go on Tuesdays, bro, and there's not a lot of people there a lot of times.
That's pretty nice.
So so
nice.
like and that's the discount day. It's $5 tickets. So if you can't even get people to go $5 tickets, now I think what would help is if you do a discount day on a weekend day.
Yeah, because you're already busy.
Yes.
But you do a discount, you double it.
You double it.
You double.
And then you're pretty much just making a little much more on top, like versus a normal Saturday or Sunday.
Yep.
You could probably just do it Sunday even, because Sunday was usually slower than Saturday when we were working.
Oh, man, that'd be a good one, too.
So you do it Sunday, I think you can gauge a lot more people, because a lot of people work. Like, we work still, but we're off earlier, so we're able to go to the movies. But some people don't get off, bro. Some people don't get home till like 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
And
so imagine the people that don't want to go on Sundays, but at the same time, they're like, but it's a lot of money. Can't go too late though because it is a school night. And then if I go late, then it's going to be a lot of money so a concession and for the ticket itself. Just never mind. But you're right. If you
make it
$5, you make it $5. Then they go
take the kids.
You know what? It's only $5 a ticket. Yeah. It's not bad.
Right. Yeah. I think that would help a lot more.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think ultimately at the end of the day, we talked about this last week, and it's streaming. Streaming is the downfall that's happening right now. Bro, we've always had the movie theaters have always had expensive tickets. Yeah. They've always had expensive concessions. And back in the day, we worked there. It was popping. I still think the reality check for me as far as how expensive tickets are, because like for us, we're Cinemark, members, like we're premium members. Yeah, platinum. I said premium. My bad. So like prices always, $12. Yeah, it's always
$10, $15, whatever, and it's not bad, especially if we, if it's us.
We don't have online fees.
We don't have online fees, but especially if it's us and our wives, it's not too bad, When it hit me is whenever you got that gift card for AMC, and you said, I have $100.
I thought it was going to kill 2 movies.
And you legit said, we can go see 2 movies to knock it out because I'm not trying to go at AMC. You said, we'll get your tickets and everything. We did Dolby.
Just one. It was just one time. It was $90.
4 tickets. 1 movie.
Yes.
$90. Yep. In my head, I thought, what the fuck?
Yeah.
For 4 tickets, Dolby, $90. Oh my god!
Right? Yeah.
And we were over here saying, "Bro, Mario's going to be able to, get us."
I thought I was going to be able to get us into 2 movies. Granted, I thought it was going to be like $50 for one.
We did Dolby, so Dolby's advanced, but still, nonetheless.
But even Cinemark XD even Cinemark XD isn't that expensive.
No, it's not.
No, yeah, dude, I've always thought AMC was really expensive. I know you live close to an AMC. I don't really live close to an AMC. So that's another thing why I love Cinemark is Cinemark is usually cheaper. Just like, let's say I'm not even a platinum member.
Good quality.
It's just cheaper, right? Now then you add like your if you sign up, you don't get the discounts, or you get the discounts and then you don't have to pay online fees, which the online fees is what's really gets you.
Yeah.
Now I don't know where that comes from. I don't know if that's the movie theater doing that or if that's just I don't know where that goes. But if you could get rid of the online fees, even I think that would help tremendously. Yeah. Because a lot of that $90 was online fees.
I believe it.
Each ticket was on. So like, yeah, if you could get rid of some of that, that would help. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, dude, I notice how cheap it is because I've done it before, where I've ordered tickets on Cinemark in the Cinemark app for my family, and then did it on my app, like signed in, and I don't get online fees, and it's just night and day difference, bro. It's like double. It's like double the price.
Yeah, I mean. And it helps too because like there's plenty of times where my family has said, "Hey, we're going to go see a movie," and I was like, "Well, log into my stuff. Do not pay those fees."
Bro. And then
at the same time, it helps us out.
I always get my parents too, and then I've even ordered some for Lauren before. Mm-hmm. It's so much cheaper. It's so much cheaper. And you don't have to pay the online fees. Yeah. Now I know you could go to the movies and just get the ticket and not pay online fees, but
who does that?
Yeah, nobody does that anymore, especially since there's assigned seats.
Yes.
So like you want to get your seat,
bro. Assigned seats is the
so
greatest,
much less stressful, dude.
It is the greatest thing ever. Yes. I can't tell you. Oh my god!
I used to stress so much.
The battles I used to want to have with my friends growing up.
Yeah.
Because these motherfuckers didn't understand how serious I took movies. But I'm telling you, I saw 2 movies that I wanted to see more than anything. One of the Fast and Furious and Dark Knight Rises. I sat at the very front row, like that bottom section. I think I was 3rd row back for the Dark Knight Rises. Watching that motherfucker like this, looking up, pissed beyond belief.
The next showtime.
Pissed beyond belief because my friends decided they wanted to take their God-given time, and I'm thinking, y'all don't get it. This is a Batman movie. Y'all don't get it.
Gonna be full.
This is going to be full, and y'all want to take forever. No, we have time.
Yeah,
bullshit.
That shit it used to stress me the fuck out. Yeah, that's what I was really on my family about. Bro, we have to be there an hour early. Yeah, like we have to be there early to get in line because I want good seats.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was stressful, bro. Anyways, yeah, ultimately, at the end of the day, I think streaming, until you fix movies going to streaming, it's not going to get fixed.
Yeah, bro.
It is what it is.
Oh, well.
What else we got?
One more thing before we get into CinemaCon, because there is a lot with CinemaCon. We're going to run through that. I want to talk about this. We always talk about the Last of Us show and everything like that.
Bro, it's next week.
Yeah, bro.
This is the last week. This is the last week of White Lotus. I don't know if you watch White Lotus. White Lotus is fire.
I've thought to myself, I've even told Emily, I want to start watching White Lotus.
Emily would like it too. Yeah. White Lotus is fire. So it ends this week. This is the season finale, and then Last of Us.
Nice.
HBO just kills it, bro.
Every single time.
They kill it with their shows.
One criticism that we have also said amongst each other, bro, is about Bella Ramsey, who plays Ellie. So Craig Mazin decided to address some of the criticism, saying Bella Ramsey's Ellie not looking older in season 2. He's talking about on that topic, saying I'm not interested in the physical aspect. I understand where people are coming from, but when you watch this year, I think you're going to see the differences because everyone keeps on saying it. It's something that me and you have talked about before. When they casted Ellie, fine, she looked like Ellie, younger Ellie. But when you get to the second game, there is a significant age change where she looks older. And we kept on saying, she's not going to look much older because even when Game of Thrones, she looked the exact same in a certain way. So, I mean, I'm looking at the photo right now of Ellie from the second game and then Ellie, Bella Ramsey now.
Well, and it's not like we casted a kid for the first season because she's a kid in the first game, and then she has a growth spurt because she becomes older. Well, this one, Bella Ramsey's just like she's a few years older, but she was already in her 20s.
Yeah,
when she filmed the first season.
But she's
done growing. She's not getting growth spurt.
And they said, and I remember they even came out and said the same thing about what's her name, bro? Who's playing Abby?
Abby? I forget
something
the girl's
Decker,
name.
right?
Yeah,
Caitlin Decker.
Yes,
is it Decker?
Yeah, Caitlin. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Even with her, because everyone's talking about, God, bro, they got to bulk her up or something like that. But even they've made a comment about that.
It's not going to be that.
She's not going to be that because at the end of the day, it's not going to be that. It's about what they can perform. What can they really bring to it? And which is true. Which is also true.
And ultimately, that wasn't why Abby was a badass. The fact that she was bulk and swole.
It was just a presence.
It was a presence. But like Ellie was not bulk like that. And Ellie was still a fucking badass. Yeah. And when they fought, Ellie still held her own. Like,
spoilers,
just because when Abby was, we've already said fucking Joel died. Just because Abby was swole, that wasn't what made Abby like badass. She was she was trained. Like, she was trained as a soldier. So that's why she was swole. Yeah. None of her friends were swole. And they were still, Ellie picks them all off, but they were still badasses. Yeah. So, at the end of the day, I get what he's saying.
Yeah, I mean, for me, though...
It's unrealistic also.
It's unrealistic, I mean, unless you we've talked about this, unless you go find someone that already looks like that and they can,
I think what also we have those standards, superhero movies. Because superhero movies, like, we're so used to them casting either people that are already buff or people that bulk the fuck up for that role. Yeah. And that's just what we're used to. But this isn't that.
Yeah. Because now, like, whenever we look at Henry Cavill, we're like, bro, he's already big as hell.
Yeah.
Cast him as this.
Old boy for Superman. He bulked up. Like,
David Cornswell. He was not that bulk.
James Gunn told him, hit the shoulder. Like, bro, so I think that's what we're used to. We're used to seeing that. But we even talked about it before. For a female, being as swole as Abby I'm not saying it's unrealistic, but it's unrealistic. Yeah. Because you probably have one in like 1,000 females that could be that swole, bro.
Like
Jordan Grace at on WWE.
Yes, I was going to say
she's fucking swole as fuck. But then the girls that she wrestles are not that.
So I was going to say I feel like the perfect body type for her would be like Rhea, because like off the cuff, Rhea doesn't look like she has it. She is, but she doesn't. But when she flexes, you see that shit. Yeah. Same with Abby. When she walks around, you're like...
Or Bianca.
Bianca, too. Yeah. Because, I mean, when you look at Jade, you're like, bro, that bitch is just chiseled. Yeah. Same with Jordan Grace. She's just chiseled. Yeah. But, like, a Rhea or Bianca would be like a perfect body type
in this one segment, we've named 4 women that are both. But you have to think, bro, how many women are there in the world?
Yes.
Like,
So,
yes, WWE is a certain category of women that, yes, you do have.
I can't remember that one actress who was, I think she was in Star Wars or she was in something that everyone wanted because she was bulk already. Yeah. We sent it to each other.
She was in Fast. Was that the one that was in Fast, too? Fast and Furious?
No.
For a little bit?
No.
She was Rock's partner? She was swole, too.
Oh, Gina Carano?
Yeah, she got fired from No,
it wasn't Gina Carano. Gina Carano's way too old.
Okay. But yeah, I do remember another
one. Hey, that was Henry Cavill's ex?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they dated for a while.
Yeah, I didn't know that. But it doesn't bother me at the end of the day. I know this is a show. First off, these characters are fictional anyway. So who am I to say that's, Caitlyn needs to fucking bulk the fuck up. Yeah. Like, I was just wondering how they were going to do it. It makes sense for him the way they casted this. They truly are not trying to go off how the characters look. They're just trying to go off the story.
Yes.
So it is what it is. It doesn't bother me that much.
No, it doesn't bother me. I just the fact that he addresses it also.
I did see on Twitter this week another picture of, because Last of Us is coming up, and so the hype's building, and people were saying we got robbed of seeing old girl from Alien. Romulus and that, and I was like, bro, yes, like that looks like fucking Ellie. That looks like her, bro.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
Oh well, bro. We love Bella Ramsey as
well. It doesn't hurt. What Herb said also is we literally see her and the female who's gonna play Dina, and you see Alien, and you see a segment where it's like, bro, that's literally Ellie and Dina right there.
Yes,
but it is what it is. I'm still fucking excited. I
can't wait bro. Like I said, at the end of the day, we're excited for Bella Ramsey. She already killed it in season 1, so I can't wait to see what happens in season 2. We're along for the ride, and we're gonna be talking about it here. You want to do CinemaCon?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, bro. Okay. So we're not going to get into every little thing that came out of CinemaCon. We're going to get into the stuff that we basically talk about on this pod. But Sony started off everything. I think it was Sony. The first presentation.
The first news I saw was Sony.
Yeah. Sony came out. They did their little presentation. One thing that it came out of it, Tom Hardy came on stage promoting his next movie, but he also mentioned, we got really close to making the Venom and Tom Holland Spider-Man crossover, but it fell apart.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we've talked about it before too. I think, bro, yes, it was close as fuck, and I think the original plan was to have them cross over. We literally saw it, bro. It was at the end of Spider-Man 2 or at the end of the Venom movie. We always get fucking sidetracked on this, bro.
Spider-Man 2.
It was at the end of Venom 2.
Yes, at the end of Venom 2, because he ends up getting transported.
You see him, and you see him lick the TV screen because he sees Spider-Man. I think the original plan was to have them, and then for whatever reason, it just didn't work out. It is what it is, and then that's why they did that little shitty cop-out where he ends up getting taken back to his universe. And then maybe that was a Sony and Disney deal. They couldn't figure it out. I don't know, but it sucks.
Yeah, it sucks that we never got to see that. Unfortunately, the Sonyverse, I think, bro, especially after
Sony just doesn't know how to capitalize, bro.
Especially after Craven,
they just don't know how to capitalize.
But at the same time,
they need to take a book out of Triple H. They need to take a page from Triple H's book. Motherfucker reads Twitter, and books that way.
Yeah,
that's what you need to do, bro. That's what, bro. How many people did we see call for Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man, to fight Tom Hardy's Venom? That's all you had to do, and we would have, bro. $1 billion movie. Yeah. You have $1 billion movie right there, and
he even said it, bro. I never fought an alien.
Yeah.
All right, bro. You asked for it.
$1 billion movie right there, and you don't capitalize.
Yeah, they didn't capitalize it. Sony,
like I hear that story that Tom Hardy says, and I think I automatically blame Sony, and it could not even be Sony's fault. Yeah. But I think so. Like I hear that story, and I think Sony probably said some bullshit, and then Disney's like, never mind, we'll just forget it, just take them back.
So other than Venom and I guess Into the Spider-Verse and I guess obviously the previous Tobey and Andrew's Spider-Man, other than that, they didn't. It was L after L when it came to non-Spider-Man in general. Like Venom was a big exception because Madam Web didn't work, Craven didn't work, Morbius didn't work.
Yeah,
yeah. You saw Craven, said it was trash. Right. I saw Madam, said it was trash. We had tickets for Morbius. We canceled that bitch, bro. Bro, hell no.
Yeah.
Craven's on Netflix. There's a part of me that always thinks,
dude, my dad fucking watched it, and because he kept asking me if it was a good movie, and I told him no, it's not. And he was like, the trailer looks good. And I was like, it's not a good movie.
Did he watch it?
Liked it. He said it was a good movie.
Did he really?
Yes. And I told him,
you know what? Maybe it's because we're too too invested,
bro. Superhero people. So like, yes, like we can. He looks at it and he just looks at the action and like
casual,
like yes, and so yeah, he thought it was good. I told him, I was like, good for you. I was like, I think that movie sucks.
I'm glad your dad enjoyed it. He sat down, had an experience, enjoyed it, came out of it happy.
Though,
huh?
Watched on streaming. That goes back to what I'm talking about. Like, dude, these movies go to streaming, and that's how people watch them.
Yeah, that's true.
So
that is true.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, whatever. But yes, I hear that story, and I think I automatically blame Sony. It may not even be Sony's fault, but that's what I blame.
You know, one thing that we can also blame them for. Delaying Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, bro. So they came out and talked about how Spider-Verse is now production. They came out, gave us a little bit of news that it's going to be coming out 2027, bro. Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse that was supposed to come out last year.
Yeah.
It's coming out 2027. Oh my gosh. They showed a couple images from it. They showed a scene from the movie, I think. And people at CinemaCon said it looked fantastic.
Yeah,
it looked great. They're trying to up the animation. They're trying to do new things with it. Cool, because I mean, you could tell the upgrade from 1 and 2. It definitely got an upgrade. So I think now that's what they're trying to do for the third one. Damn, it's gonna be a long time,
dude. We're gonna be in our 30s.
It's gonna be a long time before we get this movie, and it sucks because literally, bro, we were supposed to have it last year.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
that just fucking sucks, dude. It is what it is. I'm trying not to be too. I mean, as long as it comes out, you can't just end it that way. So as long as it comes out, it is what it is. I am one of those people that I don't really care about upgrading the graphics in like the animation and stuff. But I know some people do fucking care about that shit. Like this last Invincible series, the last Invincible season.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that can tell the animation is not as good as the first season, I guess. I couldn't tell one bit.
I couldn't actually. For me, all I ever heard was it's funny that they chose never to upgrade anything.
I don't.
But
care.
In my head,
I care about the story.
Like, in my head, I thought, okay. At the end of the day, I mean, bro, hell, I watched so many seasons of or so many episodes of Justice League Unlimited, just the regular Justice League, Batman the Animated Series, Spiderman the Animated Series,
X-Men 97.
all the same, X-Men 97, all the same. I still loved it.
Yeah, like see, I'm not one of those people, and I know a lot of people like that's one of their biggest critique of this past Invincible season, and like I didn't notice it one like at all. Like I just want to see
polish it. Like I'm now thinking about like the original X-Men in like 97, it's polished. Still looks great though.
And I just don't really know. I don't really see a difference from like the first season to this season. And some people are like, you could tell they just wanted to put the season out quicker versus doing that. And I couldn't tell a difference. So I'm not big on that, but I know a lot of people are. So I get it. I mean, it is what it is. They're going to take their time with the animation. Should be great. Yeah. So, but like in 2027, I am going to watch it for the story. I care about what's going to happen with both Miles. Like, I'm not watching for the animation. So
yeah, they talked about it. They said, they showed, I guess, a fight between Miles Prowler versus our Miles Spider-Man. They have some fight, and then they go off on an adventure together. Yeah. So we knew that was going to end up happening because they all have to go fight Spot. But they said that Peter B. Parker's coming back, Gwen Stacy's coming back. Both Miles are going to be in there, and they're all going to fight a quote supersized Spot.
Yeah.
So
nice.
It is what it is. We got to wait a little bit. But this next one, bro, I don't think anyone thought they were going to talk about this one for the Sony presentation. I think everyone thought this was going to be a Disney presentation. Spider-Man 4 was officially announced, shown the logo, and we have a brand new title, bro.
Yeah.
Spider-Man Brand New Day, hitting theaters July 31st, 2026. Let's go. Yeah,
what's crazy is like we're getting that over like quicker than the Beyond the Spider-Verse, dude. Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait, dude. I'm so excited. That's literally next year. I feel like the wait is not long from the announcement. Hopefully nothing happens that it gets pushed back. And from what I've seen on Twitter, the story's pretty good.
Destin Daniel Creighton or whatever, the director of Shang-Chi, he came out, spoke about it for a little bit, said that everything's going well, and they are looking at starting to film this summer. Obviously, Tom can't do that right now because he's filming the Odyssey with Christopher Nolan. God, that boy working, bro. Same with Zendaya. She's filming the Odyssey, and they're both about to come back and film Brand New Day. Yeah. Incredible, bro. Yeah. They getting that check.
Yeah.
2026 is going to be a big year for Marvel. I'll tell you this, though.
It's huge.
They have 7 projects coming out in 2026. Spider-Man Brand New Day, Avengers Doomsday, Daredevil Born Again Season 2, The Punisher Special, Vision, the Vision television series, X-Men 97 Season 2, and Season 2 for Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Stacked,
bro.
Feels good though because this year was kind of light. So
this was last year. Last year was very
right.
We
just had we just had Deadpool.
Just had Deadpool.
Yeah. Right. Do we have a show? Was Loki last year?
No, we had a show.
Are you sure it wasn't Loki?
We had 97 last year.
Okay, X-Men 97. There was another animation show, wasn't there? I don't know, dude. We'll spend too much time on this show. Yeah. Anyways, yes, it was lighter.
Movie-wise,
yes,
it was just Deadpool
lighter,
Wolverine. Yes.
So it feels good that this year we get Fantastic Four. Well, let's hear. Oh, we get Fantastic Four, and we get fuck, dude, it just comes out next month. The not Suicide Squad, but the no, I'm talking about Marvel movies.
Oh, Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. There was another one too. Oh, Captain America. So we got 3 this year.
Yes, Captain, Thunderbolts, and
3 Marvel movies this year.
Yeah.
Okay. So then it's a nice build up.
Yeah, very nice build up, bro.
So we're going from 1 to 3, then fucking 7.
Yeah. Yeah, that's well, I guess movie wise,
it'll just even be 7 movies. Yes, yeah.
Oh, damn, it'll just be 2 movies.
Project wise, because even this year, there's probably like 5 because we got Spider-Man, and then we're getting Thunderbolts, and then we got Captain America. Yeah. I'm just naming all the projects this year
in general, yeah.
And then that's pretty much it. Oh, and Fantastic Four, and then nothing else. Nothing after that. No. Is there a show? Oh, doesn't girl, not the
Ironheart?
Yeah, does that come out this year? It's this year, at the end of the year.
Oh, is it this year? I thought it was next year. I guess not because the fucking project in front of my face.
I thought it was this year at the end of the year.
Maybe, yeah. I mean,
cool. Either way, they're building back up.
Yeah. But out of those projects, though, which one are you looking forward to the most?
Spider-Man.
Over Doomsday?
I guess. Oh, I thought you were talking. I thought we were still talking about Sony. You're talking about Marvel in general.
Marvel Studios projects, because I mean, yeah,
that's what I just
Beyond
Spider-Verse, Spider-Man.
Oh, okay. Well,
we were talking about Sony. Out of all of them, yeah, Doomsday.
Oh.
Yes, that's the biggest. But then second would be Spider-Man, for sure.
Third, I don't know what I'd be.
97,
Born Again or Punisher. I don't know.
Born Again for me, just because it's been so good.
Maybe Born Again, then Punisher, and then 97, or 97, then Punisher.
Yeah. X-Men 97 though was going to be great too. So.
Fire, boy.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the last thing I want to talk about when it comes to the Sony presentation. I know I don't really listen. I think I know you don't really listen. The Beatles.
Oh yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, they're gonna have 4 movies or some shit.
So the Beatles biopics have officially, start production. They're going to film all 4 of them.
Yeah.
Not one movie, not one biopic like they've done with all these other ones. 4 separate movies when it comes to the Beatles. And they already have the cast, bro. Harris Dickinson as John Lennon. He was in Iron Claw. Mm-hmm. Paul Mescal as Paul McCartney. Barry Keoghan as Ringo Starr. And Joseph Quinn as George Harrison. But first off, Joseph Quinn, working.
Yeah.
My boy working. Yeah. Johnny Storm.
Yeah.
Getting the bag as well.
Yeah. So Stranger Things blew him up.
Stranger Things was amazing.
Stranger Things
was one of the
blew
best
him
things.
Up. And Paul Mescal capitalizing off Gladiator.
Yep. Yeah. That's not going to be hard on set, Paul. Yeah. I mean, Paul McCartney, Paul Mescal.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, though, bro, we got the Beatles cast.
Yeah.
Stacked. Sam Mendes, the director of Skyfall and Spectre. He's done other movies also, but that's where I know him from, for the James Bond movies. He's going to be directing all 4 of these movies. They're all going to be coming out April 2028. Still a little bit away for that movie. But
all 4 of them are going to release
all
at the
4
same
of them
time?
coming out in April. So is it going? So now the question, is it going to be 4 weeks of movies, or are they all going to drop on the same day?
Are they going to theaters?
Huh?
Are they going to theaters?
To theaters. They said this is going to be the first ever bingeable film series.
What the fuck?
Isn't that crazy to think about?
Yeah.
I
thought it was just like 4 throughout the year.
See, Marco loves the Beatles, so he's excited for this, and he said he always thought to himself, "This is the only way to do it because all 4 of them have their different."
So
stories.
each movie will be about each one of the
all
characters.
4 of them going to be different. And the way I thought about it, way before they made the announcement, I mean, officially made the announcement, because there was rumors that they're going to do 4 movies. There was always rumors they're going to do 4 movies. I told Marco, I said, I guarantee the way you honestly do it. Me and you are having this conversation right now. The camera's on both of us.
But you're like,
if I walk away this way, the camera follows me, and the camera stays here and watches you. That's your movie. That's my movie when I walk out that door and see what, so
it's all the same movie, but you're seeing it from different points of view.
Different points of view.
Yes.
So it's like if I walk
all
out
the drama, like in the next movie, will be about this person. You'll see it from their side of the view.
Yeah. So then, like if me and you having this conversation, when you go home after this conversation, it will follow you, and we will see what you have to say about it. Like who knows? Like that
is creative.
It's very creative. Like that's
creative.
Like, even though I don't listen to the Beatles, I know some of the songs. I know some of the songs. Whatever. We're not the fans like that. But this is interesting.
Yeah, that's creative.
This is something where I go, I have to see how they do this. So I will be in the theaters to watch it because I'm like,
when is it? Next year?
2028, my boy.
Shit, dude.
After Spider-Verse.
I just keep thinking about how I'm going to be 30.
What was
Every
it?
Time
was
these
it?
Days keep getting...
It was Spider-Verse. I texted you. I said, God damn, 2027. And you go, we're going to be pushing 31.
Dude, that's fucking crazy.
I thought I was going to get a, damn, bro, Spider-Man does it. Pushing 31.
Yeah, that's what I keep thinking about. It's going to be fucking crazy. No, it sounds interesting as fuck,
It sounds
dude.
very interesting, and I'm so
I
curious.
Hope it works.
I hope so, too.
I think you got to do a week. If you're going to do them all in April, then it's got to be 1 a week. Because it's already hard for...
Wait. Like, drop them all in one day? Like, one weekend? Or you mean, like,
no, 1 a week. Like, 1 a week. So,
okay.
1 movie a week, then the next week, then the next week. And then
I think that'd be a cool way to do it. But then Marco says if you do it, you got to do it all in one day.
No, I don't think that works because... First off, who's going to stay at the theater for fucking... That would be like 8-10 hours. Yes.
Imagine 2-hour movies each.
No, it's already hard to get people in theaters. We just talked about this earlier. It's already hard to get people in theater now. So like...
Hey, then Beatle fans are going to go though.
Oh, the Beatle fans will show up for sure. But then
there's a lot.
But I think what's more important is the fans that aren't Beatles fans. You need to get those people to show up if you really want these movies to be successful.
Yeah.
And so I think you got to do it. If you're going to do them all in 1 month, it's got to be a weekly release. It's got to be something like that. And then, I'm sure they'll have, Cinemark will do, like, binge stuff. Like, they'll, I think recently they had the Hunger Games. They had all the Hunger Games.
I'm not going to lie. Part of me was like, damn, I wouldn't mind seeing those.
That'd be cool, but I'm not sitting there for 10 hours. So, and then I'm sure Cinemark and AIM, like, they'll do one of those where, like, you can binge them all.
Yeah.
But I think if you're releasing them, they ought to go weekly, dude. They gotta go weekly because some people don't have the time to sit there for 10 hours, and then some of for us, it's easier if we can just go once a week.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So yeah,
hell, bro, we
That's
can
creative,
honestly do 2 of them though. You
That's
can say one for Tuesday
and
discount,
then one a weekend,
and then one that weekend.
Yeah,
you can do 2. Yeah,
but
it's
then
very
you're seeing
creative.
it behind though,
huh?
Then you're seeing it behind.
No,
because so the movie comes out.
So if it comes out on a
Thursday,
Friday,
right? And if we go see it. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you're gonna be on schedule.
So if we don't see it that weekend, you're saying go Tuesday, and then the next weekend we'll catch the most.
You can knock all 4 of them out in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, but they wouldn't be back to back though.
Yeah,
dude. What? Okay, so
okay,
no, right now. So look, movie comes out Thursday. They come out on Thursdays.
Okay,
we missed the weekend, so we go see it Tuesday.
Boom.
Number 1.
So that's 1,
and then the next one comes out at 2. That's 2. We see it on that weekend.
Yeah.
Tuesday we have nothing to watch.
Oh,
because you see what I'm saying?
Okay,
So
you're right.
So then
you're right. My bad.
So then we'd have to wait again.
Yeah,
so no, that we would have. Yeah, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't be 2 weeks.
Damn.
I get what you're saying though. But if we took a week gap,
yeah,
then yes, you could do it in 2 weeks. Yes.
I'm gonna say this though. Gosh, I would hate to find out what comes out that April. That's not Beatles.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm not the biggest. I mean, no disrespect, but I'm not the biggest Beatle fan. So if there's something else cooler, I'm going to watch that. I mean, no disrespect, but I mean, it is what it is. Let's say Sinners comes out. Let's say Sinners came out in April. I'm going to see Sinners. Like
the Marvels 3.
I think I'd still go see the Marvels 3.
Okay.
And I mean that no disrespect, but the Beatles just aren't my vibe. Like it's just not my thing. So, but it's super creative, and I hope it works out.
It's very creative, bro, and I love the idea.
And I know I keep mentioning, but we talked about it last week or the week before. We need people to go see these creative ideas at the box office, and right now people just aren't. So this is the Beatles, but you're doing a creative spin on it all. So I hope it works.
Yeah, I hope it works too, bro.
But you're right though. The Beatles fans are showing up for sure.
Oh, 100%, bro.
You're right.
After that, they had another presentation. Let's get into WB real quick. Warner Brothers, they gave a whole presentation. They did like a little sizzle reel of different projects that are coming out. One in that sizzle reel, you got a brief glimpse of the dynamic duo, the movie that we talked about. We're starring Nightwing and Red Hood.
Yes,
they're gonna have their own little movie, but they said it's gonna be very unique. It's not gonna be actually,
it's animated, right?
Animation with puppeteer, with CGI,
all that shit,
with CGI, and they said you saw a glimpse of live action. What the fuck?
What the heck?
What the fuck? But they said we're talking Spider-Verse level new, but with puppeteer CGI and a live action blending. It looked stunning.
Hopefully it looks good, because then maybe you could do Batman Beyond.
Yeah. Could you imagine
like
that,
if it works
going
out.
like Batman Beyond, like gliding, bro?
Yeah.
Boom, right into live action. That'd be fucking sick as
That
hell.
is cool.
But the biggest one that everyone was waiting for, Superman, bro.
Yeah.
Superman. James Gunn said he came out. He brought up him and Peter Safran came out, talked about the future of the DC or the DC, DC studios, and talking about how excited they are. But the only thing they wanted to talk about was Superman, because that is hitting theaters this July.
Yeah.
So they came out. They talked about how excited they were. They brought out David Corn Sweat, Rachel Brosnan, and Nicholas Hoult, Lex Luthor, Superman, and Lois Lane. They all came out on stage. James Gunn revealed, though, that he was offered to direct Superman back in 2018, but he chose Suicide Squad instead. That's very funny. That is very funny, because I remember when there was rumors that he was talking to Warner Brothers, that even Campia talked about, he goes, I bet they offer him Superman. Mm-hmm. They say, you can make anything you want. Just show up to our studio. You can make anything you want. We're going to restart DC. Anything you want. You want Superman? Take Superman.
Yeah.
And then they ended up saying he took Suicide Squad. And they're like, damn. But you know what? Suicide Squad worked out very well for him. So they offered him Superman back in 2018. Chose Suicide Squad. Killed it with that. Now, lo and behold, he is doing Superman finally. They showed a 5-minute presentation of Superman, the sneak peek, which got leaked online from this movie. Because
I saw it get officially released.
Well, yes. Okay, so it was going to be attached with the Minecraft movie. Someone filmed it. That's what I originally sent you.
Yeah,
it was from some guy's camera.
It was deleted by the time I saw it.
Yes. Like 30 minutes later, it got deleted. James Gunn ended up saying, "Screw that," released it online.
It looks fantastic.
Oh my gosh, bro! It looked absolutely fantastic. James Gunn also came out on X a little bit ago and said, "Thank you so much." Because someone said, I'm excited to see the movie. It brings a tear to my eye every single time I see this trailer. He said, thank you so much. Though I don't consider a trailer, more of a sneak peek, I guess. I'm actually finishing up the next trailer. And boy, I'm excited for you to see it.
The 5 minute it looked so good.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Call it corny if you want. I dead ass wanted to have a tear in my eye seeing.
I'm sure Soups cried.
Oh, I guarantee. But legit,
it just looked great. Like I was thinking about it when I was watching it, and you know how like I feel like some of the MCU movies are obviously they're comic book movies because they're portraying a comic, but I feel like they're kind of tailored towards like just general audience as well.
Yeah,
like just the way it looks and everything.
Yeah.
Whereas like this looks like just a live action comic just in the 5 minutes that we saw. Like I don't know how to, like the vibe is just different.
Oh,
I don't know
it's
how
fantastic.
to explain it. Like
it's comic book.
And it just in the 5 minutes that I saw, I was just thinking like, holy shit! Like I compare it to Man of Steel. Man of Steel looks like a Superman movie, but like that is also kind of tailored to general audiences. If that makes sense.
Okay.
This one just is completely different.
This has that same vibe as Aquaman. This has that same vibe as honestly Thor. Like the Thor Ragnarok
like
and everything
like bright and very
bright. But then when you really like, you look at Asgard and everything, you look at Atlantis, you're like, bro, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna open up a comic book and I'm gonna see this. Very fantasy, very fantasy driven. But it literally, if you haven't seen the footage, go look it up online. You'll find it obviously. But it's 4 minutes and like 50 something seconds, and it's a scene in the trailer where Superman crash lands into the snow. He's wheezing, he's gasping for air, he's beat the fuck up. Yeah. Where the hell did he come from? I have no idea. I have a feeling that it's that fight or it's that scene in the trailer where Lex goes, he's back. I bet he got thrown or something like that and he crash landed. He's after that he goes back to that fight. Anyways, Crypto shows up.
Not listening, motherfucking dog, bro.
In the trailer, in the first trailer, you just see him pull up, lick Superman, and he says, "Take me home," and he pulls him. And you're like, "Oh, good boy."
Yeah.
Hell no, bro. Crypto pulls up,
bro.
Jumps on Superman, and you hear every hit, boom, hitting the fuck out of Superman, and you just go, oh my god, it's like a normal ass wild dog, bro. Hey, happy to see his owner just wants to fight. Yeah. He tries to stop him with his hand. He starts biting Superman's hand. He gets his leg, yanks his leg, and he tells him, Crypto, home. He starts licking his face. He goes, no, home. Gives him his cape. Bolts. Drags Superman through the snow. The fucking Fortress of Solitude comes from underground.
Fantastic.
Oh my god, bro. All those crystals come up. And I was amazed, bro, of how beautiful it looked. The logo shows up on the door. Crypto barks. That motherfucker opens. The Superman robots, cool little touch, bro. The Kryptonian robots, nice little touch. They pick them up. Alan Turnick is the voice of the robot. One of those robots. That's badass. Oh my god, bro. Okay, they examine his body. They say he has this many broken bones. His bladder's messed up. He has fractures. He has contusions. He has all this wrong with him. You know what's going to help him?
Put him in the sun.
Yeah. Put him in the sun. And they have these magnifying glasses or these like magnifying lenses show up. The whole Fortress of Solitude turns, faces the direction. Oh my gosh, bro. The whole time.
Amazing.
Like I said, you can ask Emily. We watch it in the parking lot at the mall. Jaw was on the floor. I felt like, oh my gosh, if I could, I'd cry right now. Like I had this type of tear. Like this is crazier than I expect. Like this is fantastic.
It was great, dude. It was great. Like I just literally, I just felt like I was seeing a comic book live action.
Yeah.
And it was only 5 minutes.
It was only 5 minutes. And in my head, I thought.
And it didn't even really show much. Like it didn't even really show like a lot of stuff. It was just snow everywhere.
Yeah.
But like it just looks,
just the vibe of it. And
the suit looks better. Suit looked better to me.
In action.
I still feel like it's kind of too bulky.
Bulky?
Like I want it to be more skin tight. Like I want it to be like more tight on him. I still feel like it's like you can see.
Loose.
Yeah, you can see that's a little loose. Like it's not filled all
the way. You know why, bro? Because you'll beat the fuck up. Wait for him to get in that sun. He gonna bulk up real quick.
Maybe. I just from all the trailer though, it kind of looks like that too.
I know.
So, but like, I just want it to be more tight on him. Like, I want it to be more filled.
Yeah.
But overall, it looks better.
Yeah, we said we're trying to see them lines in them pants, boy.
Yeah, like, bro, no homo, no homo, bro. I want to see him buff. I want to see him buff as fuck. And so, but it looks great. It did look better. Fantastic. It did. I thought the suit looked better in this than it did in the trailer.
And that's
I don't know if James touched it up a little bit.
And that's what we talked about. We said that. And the photos they showed and the first little glimpses, we said, watch, we just need to see it in action. Yeah. Me, I love the suit. I think it looks fine. Or whatever. I do agree, though. I think it would be nice because we are also so used to Henry Cavill.
Henry just fills his, like it just fills his, dude.
Damn, bro.
Well, and anytime you see Superman in the animated, he's like that.
Yeah,
I'm looking at Superman right here. Like, bro, he's full. Like his suit is skin tight on him. That's kind of what I mean. But
and all three of them.
Yeah, so that's just how I envision Superman. So,
Yeah.
I just wish it was a little bit more like that. But just because we're seeing this suit also doesn't mean he could get another suit later.
Yeah,
or
he can get
next movie he'll be buffer, and
Yep.
fill it up a little bit more. So it is what it is. But dude, it was only 5 minutes. It's about almost 5 minutes. It looks fantastic.
I'm about to say it touched our hearts, bro.
Yeah,
we loved it
looks-
so
it
much. I
looks
sent
so
it to
good,
Marco,
dude.
and the first thing
I
he
just-
said was, "Well, I'll read you exactly."
I
what
just
Marco
hope.
said.
I just hope that it does. I just hope it does well.
I really think it will, bro.
What's throwing me off is that in 2 weeks, Fantastic comes out, dude, and I just know it's gonna throw off a lot of people from going to watch it. Dude, your average person probably goes to the movies one time a month, if that. Some people don't go to the movies for multiple months, and you're telling me that you wouldn't want them to go for 2? Like, I don't know. I just find that
and not just that, we got Jurassic.
I hate that it's 2 weeks apart.
Yeah.
I hate that it's 2 weeks apart because movies that hit $1 billion are consistently for a few weeks getting people to go watch that movie. And the fact that Fantastic Four comes out right after, I don't know. I kind of feel like it's
as of right now, I mean, we just have that one. Well, okay. We have the trailer and it says, hit in theaters July or whatever.
I don't think any of them are moving. It's too late. It's too late, bro. We're literally already.
It ain't late.
It's April.
It ain't late.
I think it's late, bro.
You know why?
April. May,
Tickets
June,
ain't on
July.
sale.
July.
That's why it's not late.
4 months. 4 months.
Superman, 2 trailers out or 2 things out saying the date.
I don't know. I would be so happy if they move Fantastic, but
So
I don't think they will. We're 4 months away.
Would you be happy if they just move it a week? Get in Jurassic Way. Just get in Jurassic Way. Don't fuck with Superman, bro. Go. Yeah. Like, we're going to see it regardless. We're going to see both movies regardless in July.
Well, but I'm saying your average. Like
average one, yes.
And that's what we need. We need average moviegoers to go to hit a bill.
Marco said, because I sent it to him, and I told him, I said, tear to my eye, the same thing I told you. He said, this is the best Superman movie of all time, bro. This may be the best comic book movie of all time. I'm sure it's making a bill. The logo is beautiful. Oh, bro, the logo looks fantastic. Yeah. At the end, the colors, the sci-fi feel, the fantasy feel. James Gunn understood the assignment. 100% agree with Marco,
and all we saw was just a clip that wasn't even like, bro, I think it was like 4 minutes and 50 seconds or some shit. And it wasn't, and like I said, it didn't even show much, but it just looked.
You know what? It's just the feeling it gave you.
Yeah, it was just the vibe.
It's just the feeling.
It was just different.
Is it funny, though? There are some people online that hated it.
Of course there is. There's gonna be people, and there's always gonna be people like that. So I just scroll past those shit, dude. I don't even give a fuck. Like I still see Snyder people on my Twitter feed. I'm just like, bro, I'm keep scrolling back.
Yeah, there's the video keeps on going around. There's this YouTuber by the name of Angry Joe. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. Mm-hmm. Angry Joe. I've watched him for a couple years. Okay, well, I'm not gonna say I watch him religiously. I'd watch his reactions to different things back in the day, and his comments about DC or anything superhero because he is a big ass Superman fan. But he watched it and he talked about. And he goes, it's funny right now. You look online and there's Snyder fans that hate it. He goes, and it's sad. He goes, but they love Superman apparently. He goes, but they're sad to see this. He goes, and you just know who they are though. He goes, you go to their profile and it's release the Snyder or this and restore and he goes, it's sad, bro. Yeah. And I go, yes, bro, it's sad. I was like, bro, if you're a Superman fan, be happy you're getting Superman. You're being fed right now. Be happy.
Yeah, and I felt like for the longest time we went so long without having a Superman movie.
Yes.
So the fact that we're getting one, I mean, ultimately, I don't care who's playing. I'm just happy that we're getting one. So yeah, dude, it is. Just now, you're not gonna please some people, but it looks great.
It looks fantastic, bro. I can't.
James
is cooking, bro. James is cooking. Yeah. I can't wait.
I just hope it does good.
I
hope it does good.
Same here.
I think if it makes 607 mil. I think DC looks at that as a win, just because.
I still say
because Fantastic Four comes out 2 weeks later. If Fantastic Four didn't come out 2 weeks later, I think it hit a bill for sure. But I don't know if it does.
No,
you're gonna have to have crazy fucking weeks for it to.
Oh, marketing's already happened, bro.
Crazy week 1, crazy week 2, and then even crazy week 3 at when Fantastic Four comes out.
Marketing's already happened, bro. We went to Hobby Lobby because I was looking for some picture frames, and they had a lunchbox. Superman. I was like, that logo looks familiar. Not just because Superman. No, it's the actual lunchbox for the movie. On the side.
3C Films already had the suit.
Huh?
3C Films. He hit 1 million followers on TikTok, and he was wearing the suit in celebration.
I wonder if someone made that shit because you already know
cosplayers.
Like
the real. Yeah, you're right. Yes, you're right. But he looks like the real ass suit that he's wearing, dude.
Hey, bro, would you rock that suit, bro?
Like, would I wear it?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess. I don't know. I'm not gonna go buy one or nothing like that. I mean, I'm not into that cosplay shit, but I mean, I guess I would. I don't know.
It looked clean.
Yeah,
bro.
it does
look
look
clean, bro.
Yes,
but yeah, Warner Brothers killed it with that presentation. Everyone talked about it. Everyone's very hyped that went. Yeah, I know I know the goers that went, they absolutely loved what they saw. Can't wait to see what James cooks up. We are excited for that. Fast forward to Thursday for CinemaCon. It was Disney. Disney had their presentation. One thing that we found out, I don't know if you care, but this involves let's say our little ones. It said Disney has paused the development on the live-action Tangled remake because of the flop of Snow White at the box office. That sucks. I don't know about you. I've watched Tangled a couple times. I like Tangled.
I've never seen it. Jaden has seen it. Snow White, I knew was gonna flop.
I saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew Snow White was gonna flop.
What was it about?
I didn't know. I didn't see it, not because of of any other reasons other people aren't seeing it. The reasons other people aren't seeing it are like political and shit.
Yeah, some bullshit.
Yeah, that's not why I didn't see it. I just didn't go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I knew it was gonna flop, dude. I knew it was gonna flop because you have both political sides either hate Rachel Zegler or hate Gal Gadot. So like, I mean, it just got all political and yeah. So
yeah, you had people that hated Rachel for the political views. And then, yes, when it came to Gal, there were some political views, but then people
just hate her acting.
There's just this movement now that just hate her on acting, which isn't like new. Like people have spoken about this before, but now it's one of those things where it's cool, bro. Yeah. It's cool to post about how bad Gal Gadot is. And in my head, I'm thinking, I mean, I get it. She may not be no Meryl Streep, none like that, but like, bro, I mean, she's doing what she's doing.
Yeah, I mean,
I loved her as Wonder Woman. Like, what the fuck?
She's in these movies at the end of the day.
Yeah, so she getting a bag and we not. So like,
who can hate on her all you want? But
who am I?
She's still getting roles.
Yep. But yeah, if Tangled is going to be paused, which sucks because I was going to be happy for them. I like Tangled. Oh well. Anyways, Marvel, they had their little mini presentation. Didn't really do too much. They showed a clip of Fantastic Four. I had to have in the show notes, but they did talk about Fantastic Four. Matt Shackman came out, talked about it. He did confirm this is a different universe.
Yeah.
We ain't involved with none of that that happens over there. He goes, we may collide one day. Never know. He goes, but as of right now, we're in our own universe. There's no other superheroes inside the universe other than Fantastic Four. Boom. Talked about that, showed a preview. In the preview, they did confirm Sue Storm is pregnant. She is pregnant. She announces it to the family. They all congratulate her, yada, yada, yada. And at the very end of the whole thing, we get our glimpse at Silver Surfer. She comes out and says, are you Earth's protectors?
Yeah.
And they go, yeah, what's up? And they said, this is a warning. Galactus is coming to get your world. And everyone that came out said, Silver Surfer looks just like the comics. The female Silver Surfer. They said, you want to know what she really looks like? Go open that comic and you're going to see her. They said that it's exactly that. Yeah. I'm excited. I can't wait for this film. Yeah, I want another trailer. I want that preview that they showed. Let the market.
Do you begin. Or do you want it to get pushed back? Because I want it to get pushed back.
Oh well, yeah. I want the trailer though. Yeah. I still want to see what they showed, but I want at the end. It says coming a week after. Yeah. Whatever else.
Coming August. Push it a month, dude. What's even in August? I don't even know a movie that's coming out in August. Push it in August, bro. Just give it a month to breathe.
They just want that blockbuster shit.
Well, yeah. Honestly, for some reason, I don't know why, but it feels like the past few years, July. I don't know if July has always been. I just have never noticed. But July,
bro, you eating good in July, bro.
But for the past few years, July has been like the main spot where like all the Spiderman movies with Tom, I think, came out in July. Like it's just been July.
And every single time, like I send one to you, like they release that, you go, "Oh, my birthday."
Yeah, like it's all like for some reason it's always like that. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know but even Superman's coming. It's not coming out the week of my birthday, but it's coming out 2 weeks before. Fantastic Four is a week.
Yeah, Fantastic Four is your birthday week.
Yeah. So that's crazy. Yeah.
Honestly, bro, push it up to June.
Or I'd be fine with that.
I don't know what's coming out in June. Push it up.
I don't know. All I know is Sinners, and then I just think of July. That's all I think about.
Yeah,
Sinners is this month, and then I just think next month of big hits is July.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's coming out.
We got May Warfare. That's the only one I want this month.
I want to see that too.
Yeah, it looks so good.
Yeah, I want to see that too.
They said it's really good.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see that. But Sinners, but Fantastic Four, they showed that. I can't wait to see that. Kevin Feige wasn't on stage, but he did pop up via satellite, whatever, Zoom, and he said he wishes he could have been at Cinemark. He's not there. He is on the set of Doomsday, so he talked about that, saying how excited they are and everything like that. And he did confirm, not the whole cast was revealed.
Yeah,
there's still more to come, which is what we talked about also. But he did say Avengers Doomsday will focus on the Avengers, the Wakandans, Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts, and the original X-Men all fighting Doctor Doom. So even just hearing it again, we talked about it when they announced the cast, and I think we elaborated on the teams. But just seeing it on here, Avengers, Fantastic Four, and X-Men, one movie. God, bro, it's good to be a fucking nerd, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see that. I am so excited to see all these teams come together. I'm so excited to see all of them in one movie for one villain.
Mm-hmm. I think they're doing it perfect. That's what you need to do. If you're gonna build up this next villain to be a Thanos level threat, you need to show us off the jump all these people teaming up to fight him, and they can't even do shit.
Yeah,
that's what you need. That's what you need to show.
I love it, bro.
Yep.
I can't wait.
Because not even Thanos had the X-Men and all them fighting him.
Yeah, so what is it? So Doom already surpassed him, bro? Because you have to pull in the X-Men?
I think that's what you need to do.
And Fantastic
If you
Four,
really want to make the next big level threat, because Thanos is hard to follow up.
Yeah,
Thanos is hard to follow up.
They tried.
Yes.
Tried.
Thanos is hard to follow up. And you want to do it right off the jump and let us know that Doom is a different presence? Yeah, bro. Have them all team up and they can't even do shit to him.
Yeah.
That's why we're getting 2 movies. Because, bro, that's what you need to do. So, I read that and I thought, that's perfect. I thought that's perfect.
Yeah. I'm excited. Gosh, I want our first look at Doom. I want our first look at Doom. I'm gonna say this though. I don't know if I've said it on here before. Thinking about it a lot more, I really hope we don't see Robert Downey's face a lot.
I think we will.
I think we will though. But I want them
because he's Robert Downey,
mask,
bro.
Yes, and I know.
And that's the big selling point is why is Iron Man Dr. Doom?
Yes, but I don't, and not only that. I don't want no goddamn nanotech fucking mask. No, I want him to for real take that shit off,
bro. I think it's gonna be a nanotech mask. And I think it's gonna be a big point in the movie to show our Avengers and our people that know Tony.
That's fine.
As now they're seeing Tony or the dead his face on Dr. Doom,
and that's fine. I'm cool with that. And I've told you, hell, because Spider-Man isn't going to be in. Apparently, it's going to be a week after or a month after, whatever.
In the timing of it all.
Timing wise. Yeah. Movie release date, movie wise, it's going to come out after Doomsday and everything like that. I am perfectly fine if we I think I talked about it. We get that moment where it's another far from home situation where he at the very end, Doom's mask gets taken off and everyone sees it's Tony and then Spider-Man, Mr. Stark, and then boom, cut. I would love something like that.
If Spider-Man's not going to be in the movie, do you think that this could take place maybe in the Fantastic Four's universe? Avengers Doomsday, and maybe they come to war our Avengers and then they go over there and then it ends up getting brought back for the next one to our MCU universe, and then that's when Tom sees that it's
maybe
Tony.
Maybe.
Just don't if Tom Holland Spider-Man is not going to be in the movie, I just that's the biggest dude. Whenever Tony got cast, that's what
everyone talked about.
That's what we talked about. Is that moment of seeing Spider-Man. See him.
Bro, you said they want to take a page out of Paul Levesque, Triple H's book, bro. He wants to build that up. You ain't going to see him in Doomsday. You want to see him in Secret Wars. Why? Because you want everyone to see that.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So the only reason I see that would be them just being on a separate universe, and Tom Holland Spider-Man is focused on his movie. He's doing his movie, and then at the end of his movie, they get brought back to our universe, and then that's when he sees that. So, yeah, I don't know. But I just find it hard to see that Spider-Man wouldn't be in that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it makes sense, though, because if he's doing his movie and it's only a week or two apart.
Damn, bro. Ultimately, what if he's not in the movie, bro?
I think it will be. But I'm just saying if he's not, I think it's because it's on a different universe. But ultimately, yeah, I mean, I'm ready to see more shit. But the fact that they're all teaming up to fight this motherfucker sells good. If you really want to build up your next big bad.
I love Doom.
Yeah. If you really want to build up the next big bad, sells it up. Yep. You want to finish with Daredevil?
Yeah, I'm about to say, let's knock it out with Daredevil. We had Daredevil episode 7 come out, not a 2-part like we had last week, but just one episode. God damn, bro, Mew's dead.
How did you feel about that?
Mew dead as fuck. He come back, bro. It's fine.
I felt that I loved seeing Daredevil be like a savage. Even the shit when his hook went into his shoulder or whatever. That shit was so good. And he pulled him back. You just see a different Daredevil. Which is crazy to say because the Netflix series was a darker show. But this Daredevil, bro, this Matt Murdock is different. He just feels different. But I just felt a little torn about it because I just felt like they kind of sped through it a little bit.
Muse in general?
Yeah.
I think he'll be back.
They showed him a little bit in the beginning of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Then you still don't really know who the big bad is. Matt's still doing other things. And then ultimately, I guess the big bad is still Fisk. But it's just building up to that. But then you see a little bit more and more Muse. And then once we do get him, you see Matt whoop his ass. Then the next season or the next episode, he reveals that he's Muse to old girl. And then gets his ass whooped again, gets killed. I just kind of felt like I was going to see him be a menace the whole season.
Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to say. And maybe the last episode of the season leads up to a big fight, and then, he gets killed somehow. but they just kind of sped through it. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he'll be back, but I mean, if it really is it, then yeah, I'm kind of a waste. I'm not saying I know him from the comics, but from what we have seen, what we have been advised on, according to TikTok, he's a savage motherfucker.
Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah, I expect to see more of that. I mean, seeing the little like this, like behind like what he had in the background of like his lair and everything like that. I mean, it was fucking disgusting.
I like how Matt called it out though.
What?
He was like, "This motherfucker has 60 victims. I found him in a day." Like, when he told old boy. Yeah. So like, I like how he called that out because I thought the same. I said it last week. I was like, bro, how is it that this motherfucker had killed 60 people? No one even noticed, and Matt just found him like that.
Yeah.
So, but it goes to the importance of having Daredevil around.
Well, not just
you have
that,
Daredevil around, who Muse probably never even gets multiple victims.
And not just that though, you gotta thank White Tiger for that. White Tiger's been following that motherfucker. White Tiger's the one who found the lair. White Tiger's the one who ended up telling. Well, I guess not telling, but he had all the records of everything like that. And his niece found out. Yeah. So without White Tiger, Muse is never found.
So he did take a while though. I mean, Daredevil found him like that, bro. So at the end of the day, he knew he was in the tunnels, but Matt found him. So I'm sure if Matt is actively Daredevil in that instance, like when Muse starts, I mean, Muse probably gets like 2 victims and Matt's already caught him. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I like how he called that out. And then I just kind of felt like, it was just the whole Muse situation was rushed, but the overall fight itself, I did like.
I like the fact. I love the brutality of it. Him dying was, a nice little touch at the end and everything like that. But I also think the reason why Homeboy was so brutal is because he didn't want to lose another one, bro.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Bullseye killed Foggy. Matt couldn't stop that.
Karen's gone.
But not just that, bro. He loves his girl right now, Kristen. Muse straight up was about to kill her ass, bro. So he knew, oh, hell no. It's not no little like I throw Billy Club and hit him back in the head. No, I got to fucking go through that motherfucker, bro, and bring him back. Scorpion style.
What I like, too, is this is a different beast that Matt's having to deal with because his girl is a therapist. Yeah. So there's no more like lying, like just constantly.
Oh, bro, I love that. I love that dialogue between them.
Like she can tell, bro. She knows something's fucking up with him. Like she knows, like, and so it normally you saw him in the whole episode, in the whole Netflix show. Like he's just constantly lying. People believe him because he's blind, this and that. Oh yeah, I fell. Like da da da. Bro, she knows like he's doing something else.
Yeah, bro.
And there's no really like lying because she's a therapist. Like she can read that shit. So yeah, I like this whole dynamic that he's got to go through too. And I'm just thinking like, bro, just tell her. Like I'm just like, bro, I don't see like I don't understand the whole like just tell her.
Yeah.
She's already been through the like arguably the worst. Yeah. She almost just died by a serial killer.
Hey, I like how he shut her up though. He went inside that shower, bro. He fucking shower, bro. Yeah. She came at Matt, what he shut your
was already confronting him about it later.
Yeah, she still got him.
She knew. What'd she say? She was like, you hurt yourself or like when you're going through trauma or something like that. Yeah, she said something worded like that.
I saw someone post this on Twitter. Gosh damn, I feel like I should have saved it. Maybe I did. But they were talking about the fact of him he's not happy. He's not happy in the current state he's in and everything like that. He's not happy. And he's telling her, I had another life and everything like that. And he's just almost admitting like, bro, this shit was easy before. Yeah. But now, like, I got to act like I'm happy. I got to act like I'm enjoying this. I got to act like, everything's all kumbaya right now. He goes, but it's not. Mm. And it must suck for Homegirl to hear, too.
Yeah, well, because she thinks that involves her. Like, she's a new thing in his life, and he's still not happy.
Yeah, and then she tries to allude to it, and he goes, no, you're fantasy, but he's still not happy, bro. He has to put on.
That's why that's why I feel like he should just tell her.
Yeah, I like the what you got. She was like, okay, so you're dealing with this. He goes, all right, doctor. She goes, no, don't be doing.
But also, she called out when she was fighting Muse. She said anyone that wears a mask is.
Well,
she said, I forgot what she said.
Coward,
exactly. Bro. Yeah, and I thought, damn, bro, your boy.
And next thing you know, who popped up?
Yeah. But no, I mean,
wasn't it weird seeing Daredevil daylight?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but I mean, he had to do what he had to do.
Oh, bro, yeah.
Bro, as soon as he found out it was his girl, he said, "Fuck."
He didn't look down and go, "Yeah, 3 hours early from nighttime."
Yeah. So I didn't really think about that until you said it. And then Fisk is almost happy that Daredevil's back.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
When he found out that we found it, he goes, "He's back." He's back.
You can just see, like, it's just like he's almost.
Well, because Matt told him, bro, I'm gonna stay in my lane if you stay in your lane. Yeah. As soon as you out there, I'm in. Mm-hmm. And damn, that was a bar I just said. What you call it? But he basically heard, game on, motherfucker. Yeah. You want to play? Let's play now. Because now Oh, bro.
And he took credit for that kill and shit.
He goes, y'all stop Muse. There was no one else here, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all stop. And they're right.
And they were holding, they were holding the
right.
mask up and shit like they actually did. I'm thinking,
bro.
Yeah.
We stopped this one.
Ultimately, it was a good episode. I just wish they would have done Muse a little different. Like, I think I wish they would have built up to that. But I guess he's not the main villain of the show.
Vanessa sending that text?
I knew it was a setup.
Okay.
I kind of felt like it was a setup.
So, I'm not going to lie. The first thing I thought of is that she's supposed to go meet Luca. And when she sent that text, I thought, oh, what if she's supposed to meet Luca at this certain location? So she's sending a text to someone else to go take out Luca. So, because he's talking too much. He's getting too much over his head. No, she sent that text to Luca.
Saying that he's alone.
Saying he's alone to go get Fisk. And in my head, I thought, bro, Fisk really alone right now? Fisk really? No, fucking never.
Yeah,
alone,
it was
bro.
a setup, bro.
Yeah.
It was a setup. And right away, I knew because he had just got done telling her that Luca was, like, out of pocket and he was, like, out of control. He had just got done telling her. So whenever that happened, I thought, oh, they're going to make it seem like she sent him up. But no, it's a setup. And I knew that they were.
I saw this tweet saying, oh, bro, Fisk gonna kill Vanessa when he finds out. But then
I think they were in cahoots because then he told his boys that find out if I need to bring Vanessa food back home.
Yeah. Like, basically just confirming his stuff.
Yes, like they did it themselves. So
I told Marco, even Marco, he's like, yeah, bro, he fucking knew. Like, like she knows that he's never alone. Like, she knows it. And I was like, yeah, you're right, whatever. But every single time, bro, and especially this one, when he said, thank you, Buck. Instantly, I thought, Winter Soldier. But then it's fucking not. But homeboy, out of nowhere, in the shadow. Somebody?
Yeah, because they made it known that his name was Buck. And so then, like, I was still thinking, oh, is he like a comic book character?
Motherfucker, just for real, though. Munching, boy. He's having time of his life. Just sitting there eating, bro.
Yeah, ultimately, though, it was a good episode. Yeah. But I just thought they were going to do Muse a little different. But you're right. He could come back.
2 episodes left.
Yeah.
We know what we're going to get, bro. I mean, we've seen it in the previews and everything like that, as far as Daredevil and Punisher teaming up. They're going to go against the anti-vigilante task force or whatever the fuck they're called, the vigilante task force. Yeah, they're going to go against them. Can't wait. People are saying Bullseye's coming back, but I think it's mainly in season 2. We're going to get that.
Really? I thought there was another scene where he's still.
Is there?
Yeah, I think he's still in the show.
Oh, okay.
Because they showed the trailer and there's another part where he's still. I think it's either next episode or the last, but I think Bullseye's still in it.
Okay, but
did we ever see that part where? Because in the trailer, there's a part where he's walking in the prison. Did we ever see that part? We still haven't seen that part. So yeah, he's still gonna be in it.
Oh, okay.
But I doubt.
Maybe have we seen that part?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He's in his jumpsuit, the orange jumpsuit. Yeah, we still haven't seen that part. Okay. So I assume he gets out, and we'll probably see him like next episode or something. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna kill him. He'll still probably be in next season, but. I want to see him in Punisher.
Everyone wants to see him in Punisher,
I want to see him in Punisher, even though I think Bullseye
because Punisher straight up said Bullseye. He didn't say
I think Bullseye will whoop his ass. I ain't going to lie. I think Bullseye whoops his ass.
Oh, before we end it, I want to end it with this one. I forgot to ask last week. I had it in my show notes, or I had it in my notes, and I never fucking asked it. I saw this, and I was like, I feel like it's a good question. Daredevil versus Robert Pattinson's Batman.
I'll go Daredevil because if you're talking about Robert Pattinson's Batman, he's only 2 years in. Where this Daredevil, shit, I mean, well, at this point, he's been Daredevil for like over 10 years. Yeah. So, and this is a different brutality Daredevil that we've seen. So, I think, I don't see Batman doing what he did to Muse.
I'm trying to think if there was a scene in the Batman where he stuck a fucking thing through someone's arm, but that's Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck. Yeah, did that.
I don't see I mean, so far that we've seen Robert Pattinson's Batman, I haven't seen him be that. Like he was vicious.
Yeah,
he was aggressive.
Like the haymakers that Matt threw at Fisk in season 3, where bro, we've seen Ben Affleck do that.
Well, you're talking about Robert Pattinson though, right? Are we talking about?
My bad. Yeah, we've seen Robert Pattinson do that. Yeah,
but yeah, I would pick Matt Murdock's Daredevil. That's a good fight though. Bro, another fucking thing. We didn't get anything about the Batman. Robert Pattinson, just cancel it. Just fucking cancel it, bro. Just cancel it at this point.
Yeah. Like, I feel like they didn't talk about it mainly because CinemaCon is talking about the shit that they can expect within this year or next. That's kind of what it is. So we ain't getting shit from the Batman until 2027, 2028.
Yeah.
Bro, isn't that crazy?
That is crazy because it was supposed to come out a long time ago.
Yeah.
And the whole point was Robert Pattinson being a young Batman.
Even he said it. We talked about it, bro. He's saying, I'm going to be old.
Yeah, that's my thing, is he was supposed to be a young Batman. And
like, how am I supposed to believe, bro, the next time we see him, he's like, this is my 3rd year. Motherfucker. It was like 5 years ago.
I mean, he still does look young, though, for his age. Okay. But yes, you're right. Like, yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Oh well, bro.
Anything else?
That's all we got, bro. It was a scattered episode, but you know what?
There's a lot of news to talk about. What do we got next week? Sinners comes out this month.
Comes out this month.
When doesn't War come out before that?
Warfare comes out, I think, the
week before.
This coming week, I think.
Oh, is it this week?
I think it's this week.
Yeah.
Let's see. Sinners comes
so we need to find time to go see those.
The 17th.
Yeah, Sinners is WrestleMania weekend.
Yes. And Warfare is
week
this
before.
Week. The Accountant 2 comes out.
Yeah,
Until
I do want
to
see that, but I need to see Accountant 1.
Yeah, I need to see Accountant 1. It has Batman and Punisher in that motherfucker, bro. Until Dawn, I do want to see that. Woman
Those
in the
all
Yard.
come out this month?
Until Dawn. Let's see.
I heard Woman in the Yard was trash.
Was it?
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't heard. Until Dawn comes out this month. Comes out the end of the month. Woman in the Yard. Death of the Unicorn. We didn't even go see that.
Oh, it already came out?
It's already
Fuck.
out.
When did it come out?
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, they have showtimes for today.
Damn. Yeah, I did want to see that.
Yeah. I heard it was okay. Campia saw it. He said it ain't gonna win no Oscars. He said it's a lot of fun though.
Yeah.
He said a lot of fun though.
When did it come out?
I don't know. Let's see. Where is it?
I knew it was coming out soon. I just completely
I thought maybe it was the beginning of the month.
Well, because we went and saw Black Bag and it wasn't out yet. And that was literally not last week, but the week before.
I wonder if it came out this week.
It probably was. Probably was this week. This Thursday you're talking about?
Yeah, this past Thursday.
This past Thursday? Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, fuck. March 28th. Bro, for today at Rockwall, 2 showtimes.
See, that's what's worrying me because I'm going to miss it. Wait, no, it wasn't out when we saw Black Bag, dude.
It says March 28th.
When did we go see Black Bag?
Last week.
Was that 2 weeks ago?
No, it was last week.
We didn't go see it last week. Or we didn't go see it this past Tuesday. It was the week before.
Oh, okay.
Because this past Tuesday, yeah, we didn't go see it. We didn't go see a movie this past Tuesday. No. So the week before. Oh. So at that time, March 28th was literally last week.
Yeah.
So it's, okay, so
we saw Black Bag the week of it
coming out. The week that it was coming out. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So yeah. Damn, it only has 2 showtimes at Cinemark. Yeah. What are the showtime?
5 and 8.
Damn.
Amateur comes out. The Drop comes out. Warfare Until Dawn.
Okay, so this month it's pretty stacked.
Yeah.
There's
I got Lilo and Stitch on the bit. Yeah.
There's some good movies that coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll find time to go watch some of these movies so we can talk about them because we're big hypocrites if we don't. So, but we'll catch you guys next week.
All right, later.